Test Pilot. An Extraordinary Career Testing Civil Aircraft. Author, Chris Taylor. Narrated by Chris Taylor. Introduction. Holy Moses! I was doing over 30 miles an hour. I was in a helicopter. I was on the ground. I was going sideways. I couldn't steer and sparks were flying everywhere. I could do nothing but keep calm and hang on. I was testing the emergency landing characteristics of a Polish helicopter in Arizona, USA, on a very warm day at an airfield that was a mile above sea level. As I slid sideways with the metal skids kicking up an almighty cascade of sparks from the tarmac runway, you might conclude that I was mad, bad, or stupid. For me, this was just another typical working day in my life as a test pilot. A couple of years ago, I reached one of those milestone birthdays. You know, one with a 0. This was significant in a number of ways. Once pilots turn 60, they can no longer fly passengers around on their own. For me, this brought an end to a very enjoyable aspect of my aviation career, that of police and air ambulance helicopter pilot. More importantly, I had just become a grandpa, and I'd already bought the train set and dusted off my scale extra. Even more importantly, I'd reached the age at which my father had suffered a catastrophic stroke, leaving him unable to speak. My dad was a prolific storyteller. He had a gift. He would always have us in hysterics as he narrated his various escapades from childhood or wartime experiences in the RAF. Sunday lunchtimes, my brother and I would ask again and again for our favourites, and despite us all growing older, it never crossed my mind that we might suddenly be denied access to all those stories, all his wisdom, and all his so valuable advice. My stories aren't as funny as my dad's or as good, but I suddenly started to consider how little my grandchildren would know of my life should I suffer a similar fate. My dad, Edward Taylor of Burnley, Lancashire, was born on Trafalgar Day, 21st of October 1921. In 1940, as an 18-year-old clerk, he joined the RAF, mainly in the hope that the uniform would help him pull the girls. Not that he needed any help in that department, if his collection of sepia photos of glamorous sirens was anything to go by. He'd wanted to fly, but the RAF was desperate for medically fit clerks to join the squadrons, as they expected them to be deployed overseas. After basic training, my dad joined Treble 2 Squadron, operating Spitfires, Mark 5Bs, and in 1943 he was transferred to 65 Squadron, flying Mustangs, Mark 3s and then Mark 4s. He spent lots of time in Scotland and the south of England, but then found himself in France.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?